Hello, friend. Lucas here from Spotlight Recovery. So today I want to take you through an exercise. We're going to work on this together to talk about some of the other things that addiction affects and we don't even realize or think about it. I've been able to build a great life in recovery, things that I really love and enjoy because of this exercise. And just getting that mindset to really take time to dig into and look at getting to know myself kind of for the first time as an adult. So just remember, this is meant to be a positive and eye-opening exercise because it sure was for me. It was very impactful for me in early recovery, and so I wanted to share it with you. So if you're old school, grab a pen and paper, open a new doc on your phone or on your computer, wherever you're watching this, get a little workspace set up because we're going to go through this exercise together. So if you need, hit pause and then come on back when you're ready. And also, throughout the exercise, I'm going to ask you 3 different questions. For each one, when the question's done, same thing. Hit pause and take your time to go through it, and then hit play, come on back to the video, and we'll go through the exercise together. Okay? All right, let's get into it. So they're all going to be 5s. I'm going to ask for 5 things from you. So the first question is, I want you to write down your 5 favorite things to do, but you can't say use or act out if it's a behavioral addiction. Okay, so top 5 favorite things you like to do, but you can't say use or act out. Go ahead. So for the second question, if you're seeing some of these and going, oh man, maybe I got to put them on my first or something, I mean, that's fine. Same, take your time, rearrange the answers if you need, work with them all. The whole point of it is just to help to give different perspectives on other ways that our addiction is affecting us or other things that it's costing us. All right, so now question number 2. What are 5 things that you remember you used to do, but then as addiction took over, you stopped doing them? Okay, so you've got your 5 for question 1, question 2. Now for the third one, I want you to write down 5 things that you have always wanted to do. New hobbies you wanted to pick up, places you've wanted to go, something you have always dreamed or wanted to do. Yet again, you feel you've never been able to even reach towards or achieve because of your addiction. Okay, have you got all your answers? Let's go through them. If you or anything like me, that first question would have stumped you for an hour and you wouldn't have written anything down on the page. I mean, I remember the first time I was shown this exercise, my addictions counselor at the time, he asked me to write this down. I stared at that piece of paper for an hour and I didn't write anything. Because honestly, answering that question, right? What were my 5 favorite things that I like to do? I could write answers that would please somebody or that would get them off my back. Oh, I like to play hockey, or I like to watch sports, or I like to play magic cards. I could write and say all these things, but if I was being honest and truthful to myself, well, I never actually did them. So I mean, how could I say that I liked something if I wasn't doing it? They weren't a part of my life at all. I was making no effort, not putting in any time to do these things. All I could think, he said, you can't say use. I'm like, well, that's the crap. That's my whole life. So what else do I put down? I was really stumped on that. And I could say, oh, I like to watch TV. But I mean, the truth was I was just sitting on the couch so intoxicated. I mean, I felt like the TV was watching me at that point. I wouldn't care what would come on. I'd be sitting there just so zoned out and messed up on the couch just for something to pass the time, just to attempt to try to continue to shut the noise off on top of the drug use. So I didn't enjoy it. I was just doing it in an attempt to get through a day. I didn't like it. I didn't like anything about my life at the end of it. So I honestly had nothing to put down. And another part of this exercise, and it connects with the second and third questions, is in recovery, you get to know yourself again as a sober, recovering person. So the person that I thought I was before, the things that I thought I liked or I would tell people that I liked, I could genuinely examine them and put them under a microscope and say, do I really like these things? Am I really interested in them? Do I really want to do them? Right? I'd never really asked myself these questions before. My likes and everything that I liked and did was all to please you. it was all to get the attention or the admiration or just to get people to like me so I could fit in whatever group I was in. I hadn't watched a hockey game for years, but hey, in the right spot or in the right bar, oh yeah, I'm a diehard Leafs fan now, just so I can hang out and fit in with everybody. I didn't care, I was just there to drink. So now in recovery, I get to genuinely ask myself these questions. What do I really like? What do I really want to do? And then more importantly, what do I really want out of life? I did not come into recovery just to have a subpar, half-decent life, cut down my use, and then attempt to keep living as close to the same way I had been as possible. That is not why I came into recovery. Like, maybe originally it was when I was brand new, but I mean, that was very short-lived once I learned I'm not the kind of person who can use safely and moderate and stop. I had to cut completely. So in order for me to then cut all that addiction and drug use out of my system and out of my life, or any other like disordered addictive behavior, that I really needed to change my life around. So if I had to do that and make this commitment and take that huge leap just to enter recovery, then I was not going to do it for a subpar life where I'm still enjoying things that I think you're going to like, or things that people are going to tell me to like, or passing my time doing things just to please other people. No, I'm going to do things that I really want to do, that I want to learn and develop and explore and experiment. I'm going to do all of these things because in addiction, I never did. I never did. As an addict, so many of us are people pleasers, and we engage in people-pleasing behavior because of that low self-esteem, because of having no self-worth, and also as a huge manipulation tactic, right? It's all to try to feed the ego, to get what I need out of you, be it affection, attention, support, compliments, whatever. But none of that is really pleasing and taking care of me. None of that is self-nurturing at all. So that's why I love this exercise so much, because you may think on the surface, oh, it's just 5 things I like to do or don't like to do. I mean, no. It is so much more than that. It is really exploring what are genuine things that you personally really like and enjoy. And don't feel embarrassed. You know, I mean, right now it's just me and you. For the time, like, you don't have to share this with anybody if you don't want to. Take that time for yourself to really sit and ask yourself these questions. Do I really like these things or not? Meditate on them, explore. And if you don't know, that's okay. That was a big part for me too, was I would write and say, well, I think I like these things. I think I like hockey. I think I like boxing. But it had been so long and so much of my life was just committed to drug addiction. I honestly could not tell you if I genuinely liked them or not. I thought I did. I'm like, yeah, I think I would, but I had lived so fake and so intoxicated for so long that I couldn't tell you. You know, I had to literally relearn what honesty was in that sense. And this is being honest with myself and then being honest with others. So that's what I love about this exercise, is because you commit the time to genuinely look at things that either are in your life or were in your life that you may want to bring back, or have never been in your life but you've always wanted them to. Now's the chance. Now's the time that you can bring these things back into your life. You can't just try to enter recovery, cut out the old behavior and lifestyle, and then replace it with nothing, and just sit there white-knuckling it, just being like, oh, I'm not going to use. Like, you can't do that to yourself. So take the time, look over your answers for the 3 questions, all those top 5 lists, and spend some time and really question them. Think about them. Really look at what are things that you can now replace, include in your life that you want to, as opposed to the addiction that you don't want anymore. I can't tell you how impactful this exercise was for me. It really helped a lot. It was a lot of fun. And it's what's helped me build this beautiful life that I have in recovery, things that I had forgotten about or let go of for so long that I can now include. So look, I really hope that this exercise has been able to provide you with the same insight that it did me. Drop them in the comments below. What are the things you've learned now that you are so excited about to reincorporate in your life and recovery? Let us know. It'd be great. If you haven't yet already, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell so you don't miss any of the other videos coming up. Please remember to share this content just to let people know that it's out there. Send this exercise to somebody you know that you think could benefit from it. And if you haven't done so yet, please click on the Patreon link in the description below and check it out and see if you could consider supporting the channel in that way. It really means a lot to us, and it really helps ensure that this can grow and stick around so we can keep putting out more exercises like this to help folks in their early recovery. Thanks so much for your time checking this out. I really hope this was beneficial to you, and we'll see you next time.